Welcome back to Repairing Lawnmowers for Profit, and as you can see I have another lawnmower in. £11 exactly this was this morning. Another car boot special. You'll often find as a lawnmower every car boot sale you go to that somebody doesn't want. £11. In this week's video tip I'm going to quickly show you how to remove a Briggs & Stratton 35 classic engine from a lawnmower deck. Now there are a few things that you might want to do before you take your lawnmower engine off your lawnmower deck. The first thing you'll want to do really is remove any petrol. Now if your lawnmower's running, the best way to remove the petrol, the quickest way, is just to let the lawnmower run and burn the petrol off. It removes it from the tank, and then if you have to tip the lawnmower up as you do to remove the blade and the engine, it saves any spills and any mess in your workshop or garage or even shed or wherever you're working from. The second thing you'll want to do is to take the oil out of the engine as well, as we don't want that leaking everywhere. Now the best way to do this is to siphon the oil out. It's the quickest and cleanest way to do it. It stops you tipping your mower the wrong way and getting any dirt anywhere. So as long as your lawnmower doesn't have an oil filter on it, it should be okay to siphon it out and replace it with new. If you're working on the more expensive mowers, they tend to have an oil filter on them as well, so you've got to be careful siphoning it out just to make sure that if you do that, you need to replace that filter. So remove the oil, remove the fuel, and let's get started. So if you're looking to remove the engine on your lawnmower, it's a fairly simple procedure. Obviously the first thing you need to do is remove the blade. Once you've done that, there are usually 3 nuts and bolts to undo. Here's one, here's another, and here's another. And if you tip the lawnmower back over, you can see in there that you need one 13mm spanner on the top and one on the bottom. But never underestimate the power of WD-40, because it's quite incredible actually. I've done a lot of these and they're very difficult to undo, especially if the lawnmower's quite old. But if you can just spray a bit of this spray on, WD-40 or any penetration spray, just leave it on for a couple of minutes and try and undo them. It makes it a lot easier to do. So what we need to do now is get a 13mm spanner on the top and on the bottom and simply undo these 3 bolts. The engine should lift straight off. So holding the nut on the top with a 13mm spanner, I've also got a 13mm spanner underneath. Now normally I would use a socket set for this, but for anyone who doesn't have a socket set, a 13mm spanner should be enough. As I said, one on the top and just another one once you've sprayed your WD-40 on. Get this slackened off. Little by little it'll begin to loosen off. And there's 3 of these to do. Once you've got this off, it could keep yourself a nice engine, especially if you've got an old deck with a decent running engine in. It's not one you want to throw away, it might be one that you want to use at a later date. So little by little this is beginning to come off. Keep turning. Eventually it's a little bit tricky, it's a bit difficult to get in. Eventually this will just come loose. We'll be able to take this off. And then there's one more to go. Push the bolt out. Take it out from the other side. And there we have it. One more to go. Hopefully the engine will lift straight out. Now with the exception of the throttle cable on the back of the engine, as you can see there, this engine should lift straight out. One little tip I've got is to always leave the throttle cable on, because if you're planning on using this lawnmower engine on another lawnmower deck, obviously you'll want the throttle cable, so there's no point disconnecting it. So really we'll just give it a try and see if it lifts straight out. So there we go. It's a pretty simple thing to do. You've got as you can see, a nice 35 Briggs & Stratton classic engine there that you can either resell or reuse.